Okay. Hello, and welcome back to another Atomic Cards semi-battle report. I don't know what to call these things. They're like live battle reports, but they're not.
Yeah.
Jamie's here. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie. Oh, wait, I am Jamie. Hi,
Tom.
Tom.
Jamie. Hi, Tom. So we've got the footage from Into the West again, and we're on to round 4.
Yes.
I believe, yeah, probably round 4.
Yeah, round 4. Clash by Moonlight.
Clash by Moonlight. So, is it Clash by Moonlight? We just did Clash by Moonlight.
Oh, it's Reconnoitre.
Yeah.
Reconnoitre.
It's Reconnoitre. And the reason for Jamie is joining us today is mainly because down the bottom of the screen on the left-hand side, you're going to see Jamie's army turning up.
Yeah.
We're going to hear live from the player himself about why he messed this game up. Who knows? Spoilers.
Yeah. Very tough game. Very good opponent. I was playing against Alex Richardson with his assault on Lothlorien.
Yeah. What was in your list, Jamie?
So I was running the Dragon Emperor of Rune with his legendary legion from the Defense of the North. So I had the Dragon Emperor of Rune as my leader. In his warband, he brought with him 5 black dragons with shield and axe, and 10 black dragons with pike and shield. We then had a Dragon Knight on an armored horse as my second hero. He brought with him 2 Dragon Cult acolytes with axes, 3 black dragons with axe and shield, and an Easterling cataphract, who was a black dragon because it was free.
Might as well.
Yeah. I mean, in this legion, you get to make anything that is in the Emperor or the Dragon Knight's warband a black dragon for free, and otherwise it's a 2-point upgrade. So if you can get it for free to make your models Courage 4, Fight 4, you might as well take it.
Yeah.
So I brought with me a whole army of Fight 4, Courage 4 Easterlings with a Fight 5 hero and a Fight 6 hero.
That's more like half an army, wasn't it, really?
Ooh.
Some of us brought a full army.
Ooh. I mean, for the points level, 450 points level, I think I had a sizable amount of troops.
You're playing as Alex Richardson, who's using the Assault on Lothlorien Legion.
Yeah,
so
Assault on Lothlorien.
He has got Mushka, the Orc Shaman. In his warband, he's got 6 Orc warriors with a variety of picks, shields, and a couple of spears. 3 spears, 1 banner. Everything's got a shield. Everything's got picks, and a wild warg.
Yep.
Then he's got Druzag. In Druzag's warband, he has got a bat. He has got a prowler. He's got 6 goblin warriors with bows and spears. He's got 4 goblin warriors with bows and 3 wild wargs. Then he's got.
It's important to note as well that Druzag was his leader for this army.
Yeah. Then he's got a goblin captain. That goblin captain in his warband has 2 prowlers. He's got 4 goblin warriors with shield and sword, and 6 goblin warriors with spear and sword.
Yeah.
So all in all, he has got 34 warriors and the 3 heroes. With Druzag being his leader. Mushka just here for the party.
Yeah.
A fair bit of will. All the bats and things that you can cast Enraged Beast on. This legendary legion gives them Clash by Moonlight at all times, basically. Yes. And it also gives him reroll casts.
No, it gives all of your spellcasters reroll casts, and it also gives you something else. There's something else it gives you. I can't remember what it is. The book's over there. Give me a second. I'll grab the rules for the legion.
If you outnumber something in a fight, you get +1 to wound.
I believe that is it.
Note that you have to be engaged in the fight to outnumber someone, and a spear support does not count as being engaged in a fight.
Yep.
So you do not get the +1 to wound on a spear spot.
And you also get, if you take Asherak, all your giant spiders can be upgraded to venomback spiders for free.
Yes.
You have to include Musga. You must include one named goblin hero, so either Druzag or Asherak. Only orcs can need orcs, only goblins can need goblins. Spiders can only be included in warbands led by Druzag or Asherak. And in this legion, Musga, Druzag, and Asherak are heroes of valor, and the shamans are heroes of fortitude. So that all your spicy shamans can bring more troops.
So I think at this point in the video, are you still just chatting about your armies?
Yeah, we're still chatting about our armies at the moment. He's explained to you what he's got and what his stuff does. It's a really like coming up against Moria goblins with Easterlings, especially with the fight 5. You're thinking like, I'm quite happy with this, and then you get the clash by moonlight rules. And you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna get shot a lot here.
You still don't care too much about being shot though, right? Because you're D6.
Yeah, I'm D6. It means they're wounding your 5s. They still got hit though, but it's just the threat of like killing your 5s rather than 6s is a little bit worrying.
If it makes you feel any better, I played against this exact army, and I'm defense 4 of my army, so we were getting wounded on 4s.
On 4s, yeah.
That was brutal.
But yeah, as you can see, I think Alex went first on the deployment here, so he's deploying. I believe he deployed Druzag first.
That's the bat that's just come in.
Yeah, I believe he's put Druzag down somewhere, or he should have put Druzag down somewhere. Yeah, because obviously it's recon, so the bat's just flown straight.
Bat's gone there.
Yeah,
got a warg there. A warg there.
Yeah, so I think this is Druzag's warband that came in first.
Yeah,
and the bat just flew and sat right on top of this hill. Because obviously on recon you will come in. He had priority first turn, so he's coming in first. And he pretty much all came in together, which I think was quite sensible for his army. This army doesn't really want to be split, because I was just showing me his captain there is a conversion, just so I know which one is his captain model, which is always good tournament etiquette. If you are running conversions, please do let your opponent know what is what.
Even if you're 10 minutes into the deployment.
Yeah. We did talk a lot going through army bonuses, and obviously I was playing the Dragon Emperor of Rune. Not a lot of people understand what he does or what they can do against him. He has had a couple of FAQs to clarify some stuff, but before the FAQs came out, I did have people trying to paralyze him, which they're like, that means he gets knocked prone and the palanquin goes, doesn't it? No, it specifically says you can't knock him prone. Although paralyze, now FAQs that they nicely put him down, and then if they roll a 6, they nicely pick him back up again.
Does it actually say those words?
I believe it should, but no, it's worded kind of in that way. We completely forgot to do secret missions. Obviously, into the West, big on the secret missions. So Alex is already half deployed, and now we're talking about secret missions.
That's all right. What one did you end up? Oh no, we'll work out what one you took at the end.
Well, I mean, I know what one I took, and it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, but you know, the other people, the people at home, they don't know. Have a guess.
Yeah.
Also, if you're here right now, jump down into the comments and give us a guesstimate on who's going to win this. The Easterlings or the goblins, or just, you know, just everyone for getting to share this experience.
Yeah.
Who's the real winner?
Going into this game, I was 3-0. I was having a very good time at Into the West. The Dragon Emperor is very powerful at low points. 450 points. You don't normally run into anybody that can stand toe to toe with him.
It's not that powerful, is he?
Wow, he is. And I managed to avoid the bears, so I didn't have to fight the bears, which was quite nice.
Yeah, I was 2-1 going into this. Quick rundown on how mine went. We're going to see how Jamie's goes. So, I was playing Recon against Chris Cooper off of Rue's Painting Corner.
Yeah.
So
that's the one.
He had Mirkwood Rangers. he went first on the deployment thing, so he ended up super spread out. I had some trouble getting onto the table, but he spread himself out so he could cover all angles. Obviously, if he went on one side, I just got on the other. And then he, because he was spread out, I went all on one side, and I went march with Braga, and I ran half my army off stable, and half my army was more models than he had, so he had to get all of his models off.
So just at the bottom here, right next to this water feature that you can see on the screen, I've come in with the Dragon Knight and the Cataphract and his little warband there. And you will very quickly see a massive base pop right down behind him. And nice. I believe we're still talking about what we can do and what we can't do and what this giant guy does. Because here comes the Dragon Emperor Rune. As you can see, a very lovely atomic card 6-inch measure there.
Only available if you come to some events and do some stuff. They tend to go out at events and things. They're not currently for sale. Maybe they will be in the future. Who knows? But I like to try and keep some of the stash a bit exclusive.
It's nice to have an exclusive thing. There we go. There's the big boy. So there's the Dragon Emperor Rune. For those that don't know what he is, he's a massive 12-inch banner on a Fight 6 Hero of Legend, Elven Blade. Easterling warrior models within 6 inches of him gain +1 to their fight value. He is all the 3s. 3 wounds, 3 attacks, 3 might, 3 will, 3 fate. Defense 7, resisted the magic, can't be knocked prone.
Oh, well, he sounds like he's about 210 points to me.
And he comes in at a whopping 170 points. And he is fairly costed. No, I could say that with a straight face. I've played him a lot. I think I'm now up to something like 32 games with the Dragon Emperor. The base does limit you. The bonuses are mainly associated with Palanquin, not him. And there are times where you do actually want to jump off and go into the fight with him because of spacing or objectives. Because if he dismounts or he has to dismount. Palanquin gets destroyed, you don't get this bonus. But if he dismounts, he gets to take Black Dragon warriors with sword and shield with him, equal to the amount of wounds that the Palanquin has left. So it starts with 6 bearers. If you've taken no wounds, he decides to jump off, you then get 6 Black Dragons. And a Black Dragon with a sword and shield is 8 points in this legion. So by jumping off, you get a free 48 points of models. So he has a very, very, very good profile and my new best friend. So yeah, we're going back to the game here. We just got Alex moving up. The bat still sat on the hobbit hole. I was a bit worried because it is a metal bat. And I believe he moves it a little bit in a second. And I actually say to him, just put it down. I know where it is, but I don't really want your bat falling off the top of a hobbit hole in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
One, it will damage your models, and if I get up there, if you land on mine, mine's all forge, but I don't really want you landing on that.
Yeah, those bats are a bit precarious. They do like snapping it off as well. Because the joint is on a slope, like down the middle.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. Like the hobbit hole, obviously, it's not a massive thing, but it's probably about 2.5 inches tall. If the bat falls that high onto models, it could break.
What do you mean 2.5 inches isn't massive?
Yeah. Enough of that, Tom. But yeah, obviously,
no, do what I want.
Just not even going to respond to that. I'm trying to keep this clean here. The bat falling off that could damage models, could damage the terrain. I don't really want it falling on my models. I'm certainly sure Alex don't want to fall on his, or breaking his own bat. So I do say to him, I know where it is, you know where it is. Just pop it down so it's safe, so it doesn't fall.
What a nice guy.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all here for the enjoyment of the game. We don't really want breaking models in the middle of a game.
Yeah, I took my lanyard off quite quickly as well. The lanyards that they gave out from West.
Yeah,
the same reason.
I kept getting stuck on a piece of terrain every time I bent down. It got caught
Yeah.
on I think it was my first or second game, and kept getting caught on a ruin. So I will take that off and throw it over there somewhere.
So he's now bringing his lads across sideways.
Yeah, I believe this was his last warband command. And it's just trying to catch up a little bit. Yeah. I was a little bit worried, obviously, with this being Reconnoitre. I've only got 2 cavalry models, and he had the bat, which is a 12-inch move, some wild wags. I was a little bit worried about the speed that he could get people off.
He's only got 1 bat though, hasn't he?
He's only got the 1 bat, and I do try to deal with it very quickly, but it just doesn't work out that way.
See, I would have that bat absolutely nowhere near. You've got to make a choice very early on here, right? I think as a goblin player. So you're either going to try and stand and fight, or you're going to take the bat and the wargs and maybe protective detail of like a captain or something. You're going to go all the way around here.
Yep, that's exactly what I would have done. As you can see here, I'm moving my Easterlings up. We're using the cover of the 2 little windmills there in the middle. Yeah. Here comes the big Dragon Emperor.
Which I really enjoyed in the last one. So Ryan was playing on here, but after the game, he realizes that the blades spin. And he sat there for like a good 30 seconds going, whee.
I did not find that out. I was too focused on this swarm of goblins coming straight at my very shiny Easterlings. We may be evil, but we wash our armor.
Because again, at the moment, he has heavily loaded this side of the board, right?
He has, yes.
So again, if I'm you, are you debating sending your cataphracts this way at this point?
I am, and I'm also not, because
you're keeping them as your sweepers for the works and stuff.
Yeah, basically. Also, because the Dragon Knight is a very killy hero against this list. The only thing I'm watching out for is transfixes or bats or anything like that, which I completely, in a minute, do a complete boo-boo with the Dragon Knight.
No, that doesn't sound like you.
Yeah, there you go. The bat's fallen now. I said, there you go. He's just put it down. That's what I've said to him. Just put it down. Don't try and hover your bat out there.
Oh yeah, it's on a slopey hill, that isn't it?
Like slope as well on the edge of the piece of terrain, but he wanted to keep the bat where the bat could see things. Like, fair enough. I know where it is. You know where it is. Let's not balance on the edges here. This is a very good legion, very fun looking legion, and it is going to be my next army.
I'm a good halfway through assembling it.
Okay. I've got Musgo over here. I've got all the goblin stuff ready. I've already got a load of orcs. Just need to get them all painted up and then get some gribbly stuff.
Yeah, I was doing it anyway. And my Secret Santa present last year was actually all the beasties to go in it.
Nice.
So from SBG Secret Santa. Keep your eye out for that when that happens this year. It's mad, but it's coming around soon. Similar to things, and I've got all the wargs, all the bats, and all the spiders. I've got all of them anyway. So yeah, I've just been cracking through some goblins, but then I got distracted by hunter orcs with it. But I will be back on the.
So we've just gone through another priority, and Alex has won the priority again, which I'm actually quite happy with, because where I am at the moment, I'm sat in a nice position.
You don't want priority ever, do you? Right?
Not really.
No.
But I'm in a good position now to see where he's coming. If he starts bringing stuff too far to his left, I can come to my right and cut him off. I think I'm currently sat in a really, really good defensive position. He then starts measuring. There's a wag or something over this side, a couple of wild wags. He starts measuring like where the wag is now, and then measured again. And I'm like, right, okay, I know what you're doing. And he measured where the bat is and how far the bat could get, and then was looking, and I was like, all right, he's just trying to leg it straight down this side with some beasties. So I think I'm now going to start committing to cutting him off.
Yeah, he's gone very hard on one side here.
Very, very hard. He's definitely got the numbers on me as well. And if he slightly committed this way and then chucked one warband on the complete other side, I would be screwed.
Yeah, I thought that with his third warband that came on, it looked very small.
Yeah.
And if that had just come over here.
Yeah, I think it was Musga. So I think it was Musga
Okay.
and his orcs. So he wanted Musga in amongst it, and then the orcs have obviously got spears. So he wants a bit of that, which is fair enough. But yeah, I'd have been very tempted to bring it just what you said with the blue line over there.
I think I would have tried to get Mujga and Druzag here, and then the captain down this side.
Yeah.
And tried to make a run for it.
Yeah, because I can't stop you all. If I try to split up too much, you swarm me. But however, I think as well, if he did take the captain's warband down one side, I think I then just jump on the rest of his army and just kill that.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he gets, I don't know, 8 off or whatever was in the captain's warband, I think I just jump on the rest, and then whatever's left of my army just goes cool, bang, 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 bang. I don't think the Emperor's going to be in any trouble in this game. You get to the very edge of the board with the Emperor, dismount, and then walk 7 guys off.
I mean, Enraged Beast battle, like Spider Bat combo will mess him up. Won't kill him. It'll certainly put some hurt onto him.
It would certainly put some hurt onto him if you win the fight.
Yeah, but that's what the bat's there for.
No, I get that the bat halves your fight, but the Emperor is 3 dice with the banner reroll and a reroll in the Legion with 3 might. If you don't get the 6, chances are I will.
Yes.
So if you don't get a 6, you're whatever you've enraged and chucked in, and probably your back, because if I win that fight, I'm getting 9 strikes. I'm basically killing whatever you throw at me.
Yeah.
So
that's the gamble you got. That's how you. It's the only way you take him down, though, right? You either just lob everything at him and hope for the best.
Yeah, it's very risky, and also I don't think you're going to get a nice little 3-inch move there into the water. Very nicely had this nice little bit of shallow water that I had to go around. Yeah, the thing with the Emperor is getting actually to him. Normally he's got enough troops around him that you wouldn't be able to get a spider and a bat in. You may get one, but you're not going to get the other. And if he's just fighting a bat on his own, he'll kill the bat. If he's just fighting an enraged spider on his own, he'll kill the enraged spider.
Yeah.
It'd be a very, very rare occurrence that you could get both into him and keep both on him.
Yeah, very much an all or nothing situation.
Yeah, 100%. I've only had the Emperor die twice, and both of it was to disgusting combos. Bilbo with the ring on. Bilbo with the ring on. God damn it. The man knows who he is as well.
Jason. Oh.
Jason?
I've decided that's his full name.
Okay. It was close.
Jason Chocolate Eclair. Oh. What are you like?
That was a great game. Great game for a different time. But this is also a very good game. It's a very tactical, very chess game up until this point. You can see just between the 2 windmills, I've got my Dragon Knight and my Cataphract. They're just poking their heads out enough that they'll be able to see to charge if you come too close. So we're just watching where he's at. Somebody's furiously reading the rulebook there. It was me. I was reading the rulebook.
What is it? What your elf eyes see?
Well, I believe we were debating over, are buildings a 5 up in the way, or is it only fortifications that are 5 up in the way?
Purpose-built fortifications are 5 ups.
Yes, purpose-built fortifications. We didn't know if a stone windmill was a purpose-built fortification, is what we were basically.
Nah, probably not.
Nah, we went with not. But I thought it was a 5 up in the way for buildings, but it's not. It's purpose-built fortifications.
Yeah. Little thing for everyone to remember. Sort that out before the game starts.
Yes.
Because otherwise you get to those awkward moments where you're trying to argue it because you both know what the outcome is if it's not.
Yeah, I mean it was a very quick check of the rulebook, and I don't think a windmill is a purpose-built fortification. Yes, I agree. Cool. It's a 4-up in the way then. Is exactly how that one went. Nice. Here come the might of the Easterlings and Dragon Emperor moving
up. Might of the Easterlings.
Oh, these are mighty Easterlings.
Now, right?
Fight 4, courage 4, D6 army. Lovely. With pikes. They're finally playable.
Yes.
Amdo was having a sad time on his own. Now we've actually got some reinforcements and some.
That's the single best thing about the Dragon Emperor is it finally makes Eastlings cool again.
Yeah, I mean, Retarby, Borgir, and the Acolytes were doing quite a good job on their own. And once the Emperor and the Black Dragons came out, just oof.
well, Retarby and Borgir were.
Oh, the Acolytes are lovely.
Oh, they're cool models.
Oh, I love Acolytes.
What's he up to, that puppy?
So I believe he is discussing about on the next turn, if I move a guy from this wall straight across, will he still be able to squeeze a warg down the edge?
Oh, like it is that 6 inches kind of thing.
Well, yeah. So basically, the warg would, like, even if I moved a guy 6 inches across, the warg would be able to go through the gap.
Yeah.
But because of the guy's control zone, he wouldn't be able to go. Is the discussion we were having. He didn't want to charge with the warg because the warg is going to lose the fight and die.
Yeah.
So what he wanted to know was, could the warg squeeze through even if the guy was stood there? I was like, well, no, because of this. So he's setting up his little wall here. He's chosen the hill that he wants to die on.
Quite literally.
Yeah, quite literally. That little piece of terrain is apparently where he wants to die.
You know what's really bugging me about all of these games so far? I don't know if you've watched the other couple of games back.
What's that?
Everybody is playing on that far side of the table.
Yeah.
Why does no one come on this side where the camera is?
Because these buildings are really annoying, whereas this is actually quite nice and looking straight.
Yeah, this is one of my little, my personal little bugbears when laying out tables for boards and stuff.
Yeah.
I assume it was you picked up on it, but there's a huge, just straight open line.
Yeah.
Right down the middle. And
that's where we decided to fight.
The buildings are essentially not doing anything.
No.
Whereas down here, you can't do straight lines because the buildings are just slightly more skew-if and they block the lanes off.
Also, you see these gaps in between these little buildings down here?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could make a size of how big the Dragon Emperor's base is and see how many buildings it gets stuck in between?
Yeah, there you go. It's about that big.
He's a little bit smaller than that, but yeah. This is exactly
why I understand your point.
This is exactly why I'm not fighting over there, because the Dragon Emperor gets stuck everywhere.
Yeah, look, it's exactly that big. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's so at least that big. Look at it.
Oh, yeah, it's at least the size of my head. Yeah, clearly, Tom.
Not quite.
That's Alex. That's Alex. But yeah, that's why I went this way, because I was never going to be able to fit the Dragon Emperor where I needed to fit him, and he's quite integral to this army.
Yes.
He kind of makes the whole thing work. Yeah, they're starting to come around the windmill a little bit. I believe the cat. I think the Dragon Knight's the one behind. There might be the Cataphracts, but the Warg can now see the Dragon Knight or the Cataphracts, which was a little bit. Ooh, don't know if I like that. Don't really want to get pinned in between these two buildings here by a Warg. But I believe next turn we're actually finally going to have some clashes. Because even though we had the Clash by Moonlight rules, I don't believe it's until this turn they actually throw some daggers and some stuff like that.
He's rolled some shots already.
Yeah, I don't think many though. Like, I'd have been very, very tempted with this Legion to sort of stand back a little bit, wait for the Easterlings to come and just pepper them.
See, I wouldn't.
I mean, I'd be at least trying to get rid of the Dragon Knight's horse before.
Yeah, but having played fairly shooty armies in the past, if you draw your line, if you draw your battle line here,
yeah,
and sit and try and get some turns of shooting off,
mm-hmm.
It's one heroic combat and you're gone.
Yeah. Oh no, I get it, but I think the Dragon Knight didn't really matter. He still had his horse when things came down to it. But
because I also played Alex, I played him after this.
Yes.
Which is the next. This is the last game on day one.
Yes.
First game of day two, I ended up playing Alex. And his archery also did sweet F all in that game too.
Yeah. I think he may have got like 1 or 2 kills with throwing axe due to the thing, but it was nothing special.
People got really excited by this Legion because of the shooting thing.
Yeah, there you go. Just taking a model off there.
Ah, nice. But one of the things that everyone fails to remember was that Moria goblins still shoot on 6.5s. And they've only got 18-inch bows. So everyone's like, I'm going to spam goblins with bows. I'm like, oh, why? They're rubbish still. What I think you want is prowlers.
Yes, which is the way I will be running it. Prowlers, beasties, bring some orcs for a little bit of a.
And I did.
On the prowlers.
I did. Alex came down for a couple of practice games at Atomic Cards in Swindon. Great shop. Don't know if you've ever heard of it. But when we were chatting afterwards, he didn't have. he didn't have any prowlers in his list.
No,
he added some in time for the event. But,
the way I will be running this when I get to painting and converting and doing all the nice stuff for it will be a lot of prowlers, a lot of beasties, shamans. There we go. We've jumped on that wag because he's getting a bit close. That was the cat fight that went that way. The Dragon Knight is definitely going the other way. I believe I'm now rolling throwing daggers here as we're charging in with the 2 acolytes. A lot of people ask me, did I bring any shooting in this list? You see the name tag there also. Taking out half my army. Did I bring any shooting in this list? Well, I've got my 2 throwing daggers, so I need.
Seems to remember dying quite quickly at some point in a later game.
There we go. Here comes the Dragon Knight. Right over there. I think we charged into 2 prowlers. And then the rest of the Eastlings of the Dragon Emperor can't quite get to combat. As you can see, the tape measure falling short. But we're setting the battle line up for the next turn to jump on these goblins.
And protect the rear of your cavalry.
And protect the rear of my cavalry. However, I did not quite protect the side of my cavalry.
No, you did not.
No. There's a slight...
Let's see what happens, shall we?
Well, I think there's a slight flappy thing going around.
So the only thing that you've got to be really careful of when playing with or against this kind of Legion, you've got to be real careful of where you position all your models. So I've played with like Goblin Town with bat swarms and things because of the Spider Queen, and one of the things it was very
dirty list.
It was very obvious playing against people who've not encountered bats and things before.
Yeah,
because they leave little gaps open for you to like slot your bats into and jump behind models and things like that.
So I was trying to bait the bat. Because I knew I thought he'd throw the bat into the Dragon Knight.
Okay.
I was like, cool. I've charged
Mm-hmm.
with a fight 5 hero that has strike. The Dragon Emperor is right behind me. So I will be getting 6 dice. I will strike. I'll be getting 6 dice because of the banner, the charge bonus, the reroll because the Dragon Knight's a hero in the Legion, and the 3 attacks of the Dragon Knight. To get a 6, because I will strike and I will go higher. Because they'll round me down to 2 with the bat. So all I've got to do is strike and go to. Well, you strike and then you come down, don't you?
Yeah.
So if I strike and go to, I think it's 8 or whatever it is, I'll be higher than the goblins.
Yeah, unless he enrages beasts the bat.
No, which he didn't do. However, I forgot about something else, which Alex has picked up on. And Musga transfixes the Dragon Knight because the Dragon Knight has no will.
And then he can't strike.
And then he can't strike, and then he gets deaded.
That was silly of you, Jamie.
Yeah, I thought Musga was further away than he was.
The so the one thing I was thinking while watching this is that so you charge in here with priority, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I no. I don't like it. It's not a situation I think I'd want to be in.
So essentially, I charged the things that would get charge bonuses. I tried to plug as many gaps as I could. The only thing he could really surround here was get the bat to the Dragon Knight because of where I've placed everything else.
Yeah.
So essentially, I think there's 1 Eastling on the end here that he could probably get another 2 models into.
This guy here.
Yeah. If he wants to do anything else, he has to charge these guys that stood down here.
Yeah. Yeah, this little wall here of control zones.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think, like, even a goblin with a spear support, I don't think wants to be coming down and fighting that.
No.
Because they are fight 5, they have got the banner there, they can shield. And then
I wouldn't be charging into you if I was him.
No.
So I'm assuming this is his bows?
Yeah. I can't really remember. But that might be his orcs.
I think that's bows and this is orcs here.
Yeah, something like that. But whatever it was, I don't think he wanted to charge me. Druzag was hiding around up behind here. That thing right next to Hobbit Hill there. That one there. That is Druzag.
That is Druzag, yeah. That's exactly where I'd have him.
Yeah. So I didn't really think that he wanted to be coming into me. So I've sort of charged the things that I wanted to charge, make sure that the prowlers can't throw daggers at me because I've charged a few prowlers, and then set the control zones where, right, you can come and charge me, but you probably don't want to. Or you can let me just stand here and next turn I'm going to jump on you.
Yeah.
So I think I've kind of done the right thing here. Yeah, the casual in the middle of a game, I've just knocked this piece of terrain. How do you think it was? So he's jumped a few people on my cataphract there. That is a charging cataphract as well, who I believe also has the banner, because that banner is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd have been charging the cataphract.
Not unless I had the fight buddy.
He did not.
No, I would not have been charging the cataphract.
No. There's 2 dice on the charge, 1 with the reroll on the banner. And then that's some dead stuff.
That warg that he's charged in with, I would have been running that far away.
What, the warg here? On the cataphract?
You see,
I charged the warg.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I charged the warg. I was a bit worried about the warg running away, so I jumped on it with my cavalry. So yeah, I think I'm basically, I kind of know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to pin him there, whilst I can then start tagging off some of his quick stuff. Because if he's down to just goblins, I'm not too worried about him running, because I don't think he's going to get through me.
Yeah.
It was just trying to jump on all the quick stuff as quick as I could to try and kill it. And he's now, you can see me fiddling with the tape measure because I've just realized, I forgot about the transfix. And the Dragon Knight is in a bit of trouble.
And him using his teacher voice just to explain.
Yeah. However, the Dragon Knight dying is not awful.
A mystery.
Yeah, it's not that mysterious. So that is my secret mission: is to get my second highest pointed hero killed.
My secret mission on this one was to get models by their board edge.
Yeah, I threw that one in the bin at the start of the tournament.
I kept it in case like Maelstrom recon.
Yeah, fair enough. No, I got rid of it. So yeah, the highest point hero. This pesky Legion with those rerolls on the magic, because he failed his first cast and then re-rolled it and cast it.
Oh, he got foreign a couple of times with it as well. But,
yeah, it was rather annoying because I was like, cool, the Dragon Knights are 8. He goes, I get to re-roll it because my Legion bonuses. Cool.
I did a couple of foreign heroic moves to charge in, and then but not calling with me. So I sent foreign in, didn't call with me, sent it in, and then he brought all his stuff around to trap him. Was like, cool, I'm gonna peel it all off again.
So we've just done that catfract fight, and the catfract won, and then the catfract killed two. Then the catfract killed 2 things.
Nice. That poor Warg is gone.
That poor Warg is gone. I've just lobbed a dice off the table, so we've just thrown it back on the table, and I believe we've won again. Or has he won this one? Oh no, he's rolling all of his dice.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big handful of dice.
For that's the Dragon Knight.
That's the Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
That's the Dragon Knight getting booped. Yeah, just a complete mess up of not realizing the transfix was that close.
Well, it's quite easy to forget that it exists in this Legion as well.
Yeah, I forgot Musga. Well, I knew Musga was there, and I read his spells before the game, and then I was like, oh, he's closer than I thought he was. Whoops. But yeah, I think we're then we lost another model there, but I think we killed a few prowlers here.
That's good. Killing the prowlers is a good thing.
Yeah, I get a bit worried about them because of what they can do in this Legion. You get the trap, get the thing, get the 2-handed bonus. They can really do some damage to some stuff. I mean, I was trying to take the bat away so that the Emperor could jump in there and start dealing with stuff, because prowlers are terrified of the Emperor because the Emperor will squish them all day long. But the bat and the prowlers is a slight combination. I was slightly worried with the Emperor, which is why the Dragon Knight tried to bait the bat and then flopped. And ultimately, the transfix comes in clutch in this game as well. Slight spoiler. Yeah, we're having a bit of a clash here. It's not too many models. I think he's got a couple of spear supports, but I think I'm in there with some acolytes. I might have been an acolyte just popping off there. But we've killed some goblins and thinning away. If I remember this first engagement, my dice were absolutely dire. I believe only the cataphracts was really actually doing much.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gone hugely well for you.
No. However, I believe next turn goes insanely well for me.
Spoilers.
Well, yeah. This bit in the middle where the cataphracts is, I believe there's only a cataphract and 2 Easterlings holding up that bit. And the cataphract, I believe, survives the whole game.
Well, absolute trooper.
Yeah, we're just, even though I killed a couple of things, we just reminded Alex that you do have to back away still. Get off my cataphract. We are not fighting. And
scribbling out your Dragon Knight. Oh, rip.
completely scribbling out the dead knight on a little pad there. It's a nice little contraption that I completely stole the idea of Dewey for.
They're quite common in card games, aren't they? For little life pads and stuff.
Yeah. Just for tracking Might Will Fate, saves me going through pads and pads and pads of paper on that.
Yeah, but branded paper, mate. Got to get that exclusive merchant.
I haven't got a branded one. I got given a ring wraith one.
Oh yeah, true. It's because you like ring wraiths.
I got the really cool one, but I used my little doodad there. It's only a kid's writing tablet, so it wasn't expensive. But it's, rather than wasting a load of paper or scribbling stuff everywhere. I mean, this was 7 games, so that's 7 sheets of paper for this tournament, or a little reusable pad.
I like having the permanent record though.
I get that.
I
get that.
So one of the things I started doing last year is writing down what I used a Might Will Fate for.
Okay.
So
I don't want to do that. It would depress me. I had to use 2 might at the weekend to black dart something with the Witch King because he rolled a 1 to kill it.
Yeah. I mean, that I just write down like might and dice. But you know, like, as in, am I using the might for marches? Am I using it for strikes? Like, what am I actually using my might for?
So we've now clashed battle lines. I believe we've now got a nice little pike wall going on there. The Emperor sat right behind, given the fight bonus and the banner. The Cataphract has charged again, but he does have the banner. And the 2 guys that he has charged are still prone because he won the fight last time. So we're slightly less worried because even if he does win, he's got less dice. But we're going to try and knock some stuff prone again and kill some stuff.
I'd almost be tempted. Because is it just a Cataphract over there?
It's just a Cataphract over there at the moment.
Yeah. Almost be tempted to just go yeet with these guys.
Yeah, me too. I believe he's more worried about what the Cataphract could then do. So he's trying to deal with the Cataphract, and the Cataphract just keeps rolling 6s.
Yeah, that's the problem there, right? Because if you leave the Cataphract, if you try and fight the Cataphract, it becomes he needs to win priority and then charge the Cataphract and then hope you fail a combat roll. Whereas if you just start running, you can threat it in the back here, or make a run for it.
I believe we have a couple of turns of him trying to fight the Cataphract and then going, this ain't going well.
And that is the opposite of what you want to do. To coin these favorite option C phrase. If I'm going to fight it for a couple of turns, then I'm going to try and run away.
Yeah, so then he tries running away, and by that point, the Cataphract is then fighting like 1 or 2 and then chasing the rest down.
Yeah. What if the worst thing that's going to happen, I guess, is either the Cataphract's going to go there, or he's going to go there. And honestly, I'm perfectly happy for him to go off the board.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get 5 off the board.
Yeah.
And if he comes into your back rank, fine, because I can do spells, I can chuck bigger things into him, I can beat him up.
Yeah. The Cataphract actually does none of that in this game. The Cataphract actually follows the blue arrow and chases them backward toward me.
Yeah.
Mopping stuff up as it's running for the board edge. Which is what, in a very infantry-heavy army, is what your cavalry should be doing.
Yes.
Yeah, we're having a big old scrum over here with goblins and orcs. I believe the orcs are now getting in. He's chucking some bowmen in there to get some more numbers in. And
always important.
I got a nice little pike wall formed up, so I'm feeling okay with this. We've got some nice axes on the front as well. There's some piercing strikes because why not?
He's defense 5, so it's no point.
I don't believe the Prowlers are D4. And
Prowlers are D4, yeah.
Spearmen didn't have shields, so they were D4.
No. But they shouldn't be at the front. But yeah.
No, but when you start killing stuff, they are at the front.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's a couple of instances where piercing strike was useful in this game. And yeah, as you can see, he's now starting to run a couple of miles away and still jump the load on the Cataphract.
Yeah, see, that's my. This is option C mode now. I think.
Yeah.
Because you're taking some away, but leaving some. The
Yeah.
4 there, if the Cataphract wins the combat, he's going to kill the 2 that are standing up.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, fine. He's not going to die either. I might.
Well, if he wins, the 2 that are standing up go prone.
Yeah.
So everybody's then on the butt. And then you pick 2, kill 2, and then go chase those 2 guys that are running away.
Whereas if you had 2 others running away, you could have like a little wall so that, again,
as you see on the other camera there's 2 more guys who've just shown up by the windmill.
Yeah, are they 2 archers?
I believe they're archers. And we've got a nice little scrum going on here. An enraged warg has actually come through into my back rank of pikes. He's fighting 2 pikemen right here in front of the Emperor.
Yeah.
That is an enraged warg.
Spooky.
That is fighting 2 pikemen. So I do what I believe to be the complete correct thing and shield.
Probably.
So 2 guys shield in, 4 dice with the banner reroll on the enraged warg. And I believe I win the fight and the warg kills himself from being enraged.
Yeah. That's always a problem with the wargs over the bats and spiders.
Yeah. Yeah,
I get
because
it,
it was
keep your numbers high, but I would like a giant spider, I think.
Yeah, I would have brought some spiders in this. But because the warg is only 1 wound, I was like, cool, I'm going to shield and see if you can kill yourself.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
So, as the Easterling player, he went first on his kind of moving in deployment hand, and he came in on this side.
Yeah.
So he came in down here.
Yeah.
Did that make you happy knowing that you weren't going to be fighting in the buildings where you fought your
100%? I did not want to come and fight in here because I'd have been stuck with the Dragon Emperor. We'd have got to a point where the Dragon Emperor would have had to have jumped off.
I think that's one of the big things that a lot of people do is a lot of people lose the game in deployment.
Yeah.
I did it in my first game. I deployed wrong and lost the game because of it. I probably lost the game anyway, to be honest, but like that really hampered me. Over here, what he's done is allowed you to make a wall, bam, like that. As Easterlings, the one thing you really, really want to do
is make a wall.
So you've gone into one place on this whole table where he can make a wall.
Yeah.
And even over here, you've got baby wall, fine. Because you can concentrate some power somewhere and smash through a wall.
Yeah.
But down here, you've got one massive wall, you've got all your buffs right there. You've got cataphracts on the flank, exactly where you want them to be, exactly where you want cavalry to be, whenever you've got a clash of shield walls. Yeah. It's a bold strategy.
Yeah. I think the only thing I probably should have done is sent the Dragon Knight this way as well, rather than chucking him in over there. Because if the Dragon Knight was still about, this here is looking very, very dire. Where the Cataphract is, if the Dragon Knight was over here as well, this guy's dead. And then I've got 2 cavalry mopping stuff up. Rather than trying and go and tackle in the bat, I should have just used the Dragon Knight for what he should be used for. I think I was also looking at the tournament point for the secret mission. And it was like, well, best thing that happens, the Dragon Knight gets rid of the bat, deals some damage in over there. Maybe he'll die. Worst thing that happens, I die at tournament point.
Yeah, I think I'd have probably tried to send him on a flanking mission around here and then into there.
Yeah, I probably should have tried to use him before getting him killed.
Yeah.
Before immediately just getting him murdered.
Yeah, I had to 100%. Get my Braga killed at one point.
Yeah.
And I basically set him up with a little thing. And it's when if you start calling heroic shoots with Braga, that's when you know I'm trying to just use him up before he dies.
Yeah.
Just calling everything. I'll call this heroic. Get rid of his might, please. wanted to die.
Yeah, because me and you played later in the tournament, and Braga got munched.
Ah, yes, but Braga did his job at that point in time.
Braga did do his job at that point in time, but then I got really annoyed by Braga and set 9 Easterlings on him.
Yeah. But that's, to be fair, that's pretty much how he died the other time as well, which was he got killed by 6 Rangers of the North.
Yeah, he just upset me, and there was nothing else to charge and kill, so I just set 3 guys on him with 2 pikes each.
Spoilers of what we did in that game. Oh, actually, you won't see that game, but it was
heirlooms.
And basically, I did what we were just saying Alex to do, and found some walls and chucked Braga and some Army Lake Town lads in around the walls and went,
yeah.
Haha, your base isn't fit for this gap.
Basically, yeah.
Was annoying while running away with the relic.
Yeah.
And that was what I did for the entire game. It was great fun. I hate heirlooms.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of heirloom, but yeah, Tom won the heirloom by running away with the heirloom.
I actually hate heirlooms even more now.
Yeah.
Because for a time, there was like so if something big like Sauron picked up the relic and was walking around with it, you could still, according to the way it's written, you can still get 3 points by being like just around Sauron with the relic.
Yeah, that argument absolutely sucked and held no merit.
That's what it said.
No, it
what
did
the rules
not.
said.
No, it did not.
It actually did.
Rule as intended was completely different.
I thought it was a nice thing to counteract the whole, oh, someone's got the relic. And then they're like, no, that's not what we intended.
Yeah.
It's like, here's a thing for the Horde armies to make it semi-viable.
But I never got how, like, say someone like Sauron is like, cool, I've got the set of keys that we're all trying to find. And you're like, yeah, but I've got 6 goblins closer to it. Yeah,
we're looking at the key.
But I've got it. I win. Yeah, but I've got people close to it. So
so you get 7 points for having it or whatever, but we get 6 points having it. We get 3 points for just hanging around near it, you know?
No. I'm glad they FAQ'd that because that was so wrong. Yeah, we're still clashing over here in this very
I hate when battle lines clash. It's just
very
boring,
sloggy wall. It's almost like he ran straight into my brick wall, which is almost like what my army is intended to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just stand here and see how many goblins we can kill.
Feels like you're on for a winner here, then, mate.
Wow. Maybe.
We shall see. You've got to get some guys towards the board edge. That's the only problem, I suppose. Now that the Dragon Knight's gone, if you can keep that Cavalry entertained long enough.
Yeah, the one problem with this mission with this army is try and run some people off the board.
Suppose if you go up a few points, you get a drum as well, right? And then you're laughing.
Exactly. Yeah, we are already over halfway up the board by this point. Or about halfway. So, you know, we're nearly there, but I mean that's a good even if I escape 2 guys here, that's a good 4 turns of moving without them being shot.
Yeah. I often do that when I've got things like Goblin Town without any beasties. Just march up as quickly as I can. Because I want to fight in your half of the board on Recon.
Yeah.
Because then if it does start going my way, I can start trying to make a little dash off.
Yeah. I'm well, there we go. One thing has got into the Dragon Emperor there.
It's a bold thing.
It's a bold, I believe it was an orc. It was an orc with a shield who goes, do you know what? I'm going to go fight the Dragon Emperor.
With my shield.
Whilst all his mates are going, yeah, well done, Dave.
You can do it.
I believe Alex is now jumping people over a little obstacle here to try and get in the fight.
Yeah, because that's the other thing you've got there. There's like, he's actually got this. Oh, this is his head.
That's his head. Yeah, there's a little barrel and a little something else.
There's a something right here, isn't there?
There is a something right there, and
which is just in his own way. He's going to get himself trapped on there.
Yeah, There was a couple of instances where I did traps and goblins against it, and yeah, cool. You're trapped. Here's 6 dice because I won the fight and I've got pikes. Yeah, one thing jumped on the Dragon Emperor, and the Dragon Emperor goes, cool, I'm gonna eat that. I mean, I think it was one orc warrior who I believe fought to see if he could get a cheeky wound on the Dragon Emperor as my leader. The Dragon Emperor rolled his 3 dice plus his 2 rerolls, and then rolled 9 strikes on the one orc warrior.
I'd almost been tempted to sit there with the bows and try and shoot into the Dragon Emperor the entire game.
Yeah, me too.
Just hope for the best.
Even if you win the palanquin, you win the palanquin on 5s.
Yeah.
Go for it. You wound him on 5s.
Yeah. While the lines are clashing, I might just skip a couple of
yeah. So
skip it 30 seconds ahead.
Your bows would be wounding him on 5s by 3s and 5s on the palanquin because he's D7. So yeah, why not throw some stuff at him? Yeah, you can see these orcs now are coming a little bit closer down. They're down by the water here. The cataphract's still here, killing some stuff.
Yeah, she's got a couple of orcs down here.
Yeah, the cataphract's still there. He's chomping stuff still. As you can see, though, this line of goblins is getting rather thin.
Yeah, very thin, very quickly.
Yeah, there's a lot of Eastlings. There's quite a few Eastlings still left, and the goblins are thinning.
Because that's the next problem you have with goblins. If you get close to being broken, these ones down here are going to run away.
Yeah, however, that bat is still there.
Pesky bat.
There goes the bat.
Nice. I was going to say, you've only got 20 minutes of game time left.
Yeah, the bat jumps to there. He's measured. I've got a Eastling pike there. He's measured that. I believe that he has priority in this turn. And we will potentially see some quite interesting stuff in a second.
Oh, there's a little cheeky wagon out in the corner here.
Oh, what?
There's a little wagon stuff in the corner here. He's not going to go for a heroic combat and try and launch some wargs off, is he?
No.
Oh, I would have. Fun.
I believe the only hero he's got down there, like Druzag's hanging around somewhere, but he's got heroic moves.
Someone here.
Yeah, I believe that's Druzag hanging around at the back.
Someone there. That's Muska. You can see, look at the shadow in his
Yeah, that's Muska. Yeah, Muska and Druzag just hanging around at the back. Just where Shaman should be.
Yeah.
He's I think he did quite well with his positioning of his heroes.
You can make an argument for Muska, but
yeah, Muska is actually a little bit handy in combat, to be fair.
Especially with his spear.
Yeah, you can see obviously where the Emperor is. There's still a little defensive perimeter around, well, not a little, quite a decent defensive perimeter around the Emperor. The goblins are almost
not anymore. It's not
bouncing off shields. Well, there is the Emperor's in combat, but there is still.
Now. Huh? It's just killed him.
No way.
The Emperor,
the Emperor did not die the whole week.
No, I said the Emperor's just killed the things it was fighting.
Yeah. But obviously, there's a little defensive perimeter around the Emperor.
Yeah.
So you can see where the goblins are basically just bouncing off, and the Emperor's now deciding what he's going to do.
Because you've heroic combated off of him.
I've heroic combated off.
Yeah.
And the Emperor. Because the Emperor.
What's that just said for you? Was that a calf, was it?
No, so the Emperor had 2 pikemen in that combat with him.
All right.
So the Emperor got charged by someone, 2 pikemen jumped on the chance to jump on the orc. And then the pikeman, because I knew I was going to hurt combat, the pikeman then went that way to try and help the cataphract and tie up that loose end.
So you got two there. One goes down.
One goes down, chasing the bat. And then the other two go that way. Because we're right over there. So I believe there's two orcs there. We jump the first guy in and take the pike support.
Yeah. Can he pike support if he's already been in the combat?
Yeah, because he was in the combat. He hadn't pike support already.
You sure?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Don't make me read a rule book. I know you can't pike support and then move as part of the heroic combat if you were only a support, but because he was in the combat, I think he can fight again.
Yeah. I'm not 100%. I don't think you can. I think you have, but I'll double check at some point. I don't have the rule book on me. But,
yeah. But as you can see, basically one of the Eastlings went to chase the bat. Because we are getting, I'm very wary of the time at this point of what's going on. I believe I have broken Alex, but Alex has not broken me. So I'm basically wary of what is going and where it is going.
Yeah.
That's why these guys have come here. The catfrac's still about. And we're basically just chasing stuff. Because I reckon these orcs that are by the water feature there are probably still at least 2.5 turns away from a board edge. However, that bat is scary close. We are now chopping up a load of goblins here.
So I was just flicking through the FAQ quickly.
Yeah, just checking banner ranges because some people only bring 3-inch banners rather than 12-inch banners.
Honestly, who is that? I've never met one in my life.
A what?
A 6-inch banner, 3-inch banner,
3-inch banner.
Banners. 3-inch
No
banners. Who brings a 3-inch banner?
What's a 3-inch banner? Why would you want that? Just bring a big shiny chair that covers the whole battlefield.
I don't think, I might be wrong, off the top of my head, I don't think I've taken a 3-inch banner to an event this year.
I took one to Worcester, but I also took a Dark Marshal who can make himself a 6-inch banner. I take a 3-inch banner because the Dark Marshal only affects warriors.
Yes.
So you take, basically Shagrat runs around with his own personal Black Numenorian banner bearer. Or I can see that I'm rolling a red dice there. I believe that might be an atomic cards dice.
Was that a special Easterling pre-order red dice? Which is what
no, it won't be because I didn't have it at that point. I only had that would be a Guardians of Wiltshire red dice I'm rolling there.
Well, fine then.
Apologies. I got my atomic cards red dice later in the event though, because I traded my atomic cards dice that I did have for a red and gold one.
Yeah, the red and gold ones were pre-order exclusives for Defense of the North.
Yeah, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, but that's all right. You still got it.
I still got it though. It's all right.
There will be a new exclusive color for the Asgiliath box set, hopefully.
Ooh.
I'll work out what I can do with that, and there'll be something. There'll be a pre-order exclusive for it. Or just don't advertise a pre-order exclusive, so just got to turn up in your boxes. So, you know, that's an exciting thing to look forward to. If you're looking to pre-order it, there'll be a free gift of some sort in your box.
Yeah, as you can see, we're going back up here to the Cataphract combat, who is still there and still winning combats and killing goblins and orcs. That Cataphract was absolutely the hero of the game. There we go, another one dead. So I believe I got charged on that combat, and the Cataphract still rolled a 6 and then killed it, which is audacious. Alex is breaking a tree again.
Yeah, that's the only problem with trees that are removable. I
Mm.
like them because it makes if you to check line of sight from far away, and it makes it easy to pack
Yeah,
them away and things like that. It's terrain, but they do get sent flying.
yeah, it definitely does. I think we are either now looking at priority, or we've just rolled priority, and he's trying to work out what can go where. I just realised I'm really close to the screen now, but I'm trying to look closely at what's going on here so I can describe what happened.
Yeah, so he's measuring some fun stuff up.
Yeah, we're measuring some distances out, and I believe he's debating on calling a heroic because I think I've won priority. And that's what he's checking now, is who he'd get in his heroic.
Yeah.
So I believe he's gone for it.
Yeah, he's chalking a might off.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that there. I was hoping he wasn't going to do this because
that just keeps you there. That means your block of lads is just not moving, basically.
well, it wasn't that. I was more worried about a transfix coming.
Onto your Easterling that's trying to bravely stop that bat swarm.
Exactly, because I believe we are literally in like, if not the final turn, like a turn before the final.
You've got 20 minutes left of this video, like at the game time. So
yeah,
that suggests it's the penultimate turn. If you just started doing moves and stuff now.
Yeah,
because it's normally about 10 minutes a turn.
Yeah, we might have this turn and one more. So basically, it was I'm going to try and get this bat before it runs off.
Yeah.
Because in this mission, I believe at this point I'm currently winning 3-0 because I've broken him.
If you've broken him, you're winning 3-0, and then if he gets that bat off, it's a free draw.
Yeah.
Unless you can get something else off as well.
Yeah. So I'm furiously trying to stop that bat. I'm not too worried about the orcs in the middle because obviously they can't get off this turn and probably not next turn either.
Yeah, I don't think he's got time to get this off.
No, me neither. So I then am just trying to kill shit. We will see how much we can grab, how much we can kill, if we can stop as much of it as we can.
I said it's normally about 10 minutes a turn or so, but we've gone. What have you had? You only had like 5 or 6 actually, haven't you, at this point? You had them coming on and moving to here.
Yeah.
Moving to here.
Yeah.
And then the lines clashing, which you've only had 2 turns or so of lines clashing.
I think we're now on the 4th turn of lines clashing because the Cataphract has charged twice and been charged once.
Okay.
And now this will now be the 4th turn of clashing.
Yeah.
Because the Cataphract charged at the same time that the lines clashed.
So you're on what, 7 or 8 turns?
Like 7 or 8 turns, yeah. Which isn't too bad, to be honest.
No, the first one's normally pretty quick.
Yeah. Just once you start getting into all this nitty-gritty, measuring everything, measuring this, measuring that.
I generally try to put off lines clashing for as long as possible when I play games now because I hate it. It just takes ages and it just becomes very, very dicey.
Yeah, come here. I want to hit you with this sword.
As soon as the lines, unless your army is one that's going to win that lines clash, which mine often isn't. I've got lots of soft squishy lads.
So especially when I'm playing this Eastling army and in this way that I did, because I took 10 axes on guys. When the lines clash, genuinely I'm winning fights, and then with the added axes, there is a lot more killing potential against stuff that you normally just bounce off.
Yeah.
So my first game of this tournament, I played against Army of the Dead, and I actually broke them a little bit too quickly. because I was trying to get my secret mission and I needed one more turn to get my secret mission. And it was a game where it ended on a 1 or a 2. And it ended, I still get the Eastling army bonus because of the Legion. I had the dice re-roll and it still ended. So, one more turn, I get my secret mission. Because the Cataphract and the Dragon Knight were lining up to charge his banner bearer.
It's one of those.
Yeah. And I was literally like, next turn, that Dragon Knight is on that banner bearer.
See, I only fought against like one real banner the whole tournament.
Was it me?
No, because you're not real banner, are you?
Yes.
You're like a weird chair banner.
No. The Dragon Emperor is a 12-inch banner. Palanquin is a 12-inch banner. It has a massive banner on the back of it.
Yeah. Okay. So the only one that's not a hero banner if I fought again.
Okay.
Because for killing banners, I'm not going to try and kill a Dragon Emperor, am I?
No.
So it was the the Azog's list I played game 2.
Yeah, and
they had a banner.
You also played Alex, who had an Orc banner.
Did he?
Yep.
Oh.
Musgo brought an Orc with the banner.
Yeah, he did. That died really quick from what I remember. Like really quick.
Yeah. I think it's dead by this point.
Yeah, I think I flash killed it in like turn 2. Because we played Capture Control.
So the Dragon Emperor has now come over here and is trying to plug up this gap and break through a little bit.
With his big boy base.
Because I believe he's about to do big brain moves.
No, I doubt it, to be honest.
But
the bat's off.
Bat's gone because my Eastling got transfixed. So currently we are at 3-3, and these guys are still trying to run for the edge.
Got to play quicker for that, mate. Because that's more than 6 inches there.
That's more than 6 inches. That's another 2 tenths.
Yeah.
And we actually had a conversation. The game ended, and we actually had a conversation. He goes, "Do you mind if I roll a courage test to see if this guy stays? If he'd then be able to make it off if we played another turn?" Like, yeah, go for it. And he failed his courage test and ran away.
Fair.
So even if we had another turn, the score wouldn't have changed. Well, the score potentially does change because I potentially get to Druzak because I was very close to getting to Druzak.
Yeah, that's where the Dragon Emperor's gone around there. Cool.
That's why the Dragon Emperor's gone that way. As you can see where the Dragon Emperor is, if you go directly up, that black dot still on his own is Druzak.
Yeah.
So the Dragon Emperor is literally, I don't know, a turn or 2 turns away from getting him. The Dragon Emperor's just murdered a warg.
Yeah, we had it at the end of our game as well. I needed an extra turn to complete my secret mission. We had like 2 minutes left on the clock when we finished the game before the turn before anyway, but it was very clearly like I'd won 10-0. And nothing else was really going to change.
What was that? Mine and your game?
No, mine and Alex's game.
Yeah.
But then we're like, I know there's only 2 minutes left, and I know it's pretty clear what's happened, but I do still need to play out this final turn. I'm sorry, just to
yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's fine. Popped the little right move, surrounded Druzag, murdered him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't Druzag, it was something else, Mishka or someone. So I had to kill every hero.
Yeah. So I had a game against James Goebel and his Mirkwood Rangers.
Boo, Portsmouth, boo.
Where it ends on a 1 or a 2. And obviously the Eastlings can re-roll it if they don't want it to end. We're playing on capture and control. And the game ends. I'm winning 12-0. I've not done my secret mission because he killed my Dragon Knight before I got to do it. And it's a 12-0 win as it stands. And it's like, I could make you re-roll that dice to see if the game ends. But there's nothing to be gained apart from the fact that you only have 2 elves left on the board.
Yeah.
So like I could make you re-roll it and go for the table, but there was literally no point. And like, you know, we as much as we jest with them, we do like the Portsmouth lot, and that would have been a scummy thing to do to James.
Yeah, I mean, the only benefit you get from tabling them is that you win. If you're already winning, it's fine.
Yeah, and I mean, I was already winning 12-0, and knowing my luck, I'd have made him re-roll it, lost priority, and he'd have flipped an objective back over.
Yeah.
And like, cool, that's a 10-2 win because I tried to go for the insult to injury. Although the final turn of the game, I killed a Mirkwood elf and it backed away into a forest and then made it 6-up save. Unbelievable. We were talking about the Legion bonuses going into the game, and he goes, it's not that good. It's like, guarantee it will do something in this game though.
So many combats draw.
Yeah, so many combats. This is the brick wall just holding up. I believe I have jumped off the chair at this point as well.
Yeah, it looks like you have.
Yeah,
so there he is finding out he's got one more turn to go.
Yep. And finding out that this is the final turn.
Always be watching that clock, boys.
Yeah, that's what you just saw him turn around. I believe it's like 90 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, you've got to always have a. One of the things, the first time I went to an event, wasn't really fussed about the clock. I was like, it's not that important. I'll find out when the game ends. And then actually knowing, 20 minutes left, 10 minutes left is actually very, very important.
Yeah, it is. Luckily, from where I was stood, the clock was in direct eye line with me, so I was constantly watching the clock.
It's one of the only things that I've like. Sometimes I will change table edge just so I can see the clock.
Yeah, I have done that as well.
It's just little things.
Yeah,
there was an event we went to, one of the ones in London, where they didn't have any clocks in the room. I just set a timer on my phone as well.
Yeah,
I left it in the middle of the table so like we could both see it as well.
Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, going back to the game here, ultimately, what is happening here is he's deciding who he's charging and what we're doing over here. All he needed to do was run Druzag away.
Yeah.
Which he's now just done. Druzag makes courage test, doesn't I don't think he cares about the stat pass, but he's basically trying to make sure that Druzag is safe. Because at the moment this is a 3-3 draw. If I get the Druzag, however, I win the game.
Yeah. Yeah, so you run Druzag away, you try and transfix Dragon Emperor or some form of hero, but like anything that can get to Druzag tries to get transfixed.
Yeah.
And then you make a meat shield of goblins around him.
Yeah. Yeah, so you try and get a few more charges in here, and ultimately futile. Like as long as Druzag's away and nothing can get to him, the game is ending in a draw here. I mean, I'm perfectly happy at this point for him to charge whatever he's charging and do what he's doing. I don't think I can get to Druzag. I think he has got him safe, so it's like cool. Let me kill some more stuff.
Yeah.
Let me kill some more stuff. I'll go into day 2 with 3 wins and a draw. Not too shabby.
Yeah, it's an all right place to be.
Yeah.
I hear 3 wins and a loss is better though.
I don't know, because you win game 5, I take it.
Me, I won game 5 and game 6 and game 7.
Yeah, because I won my game 5 and then we played, even though I was on 4 wins, 1 draw, and you were on 4 wins, 1 loss.
Yeah. Secret missions, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won game 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Shouldn't have won game 6.
I shouldn't have done from the start. And then for about 2 turns in, I was like, oh, sweet, yeah, win.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Somebody forgot to play the game.
Yeah, basically.
It's me. I completely forgot to play the game.
Is that twice I've beaten you off of you forgetting how the scenario works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. It's once that you've beaten me off forgetting how the scenario works, and once that you beat me by you didn't tell me how the scenario works because you were the only one with a match play guide. That's how that first one went.
Every time.
That's how that first one went. You didn't tell me how the scenario worked.
Every time.
So gamey.
Little fishy swimming on my hook.
So gamey. You've been playing with Lee too much.
Hey there.
So ultimately, we're doing a few more combats down here. Cataphract is actually still alive, even though he's fought like 11 goblins, 11 orcs and goblins during the game, and probably killed like 6 of them.
Yeah, he's had a great time, to be fair.
Yeah, that Cataphract has just had a great time just plugging. Like, I literally sent the Cataphract on like 3 dudes over that way, and nobody got off. The only thing that got off was the bat that flew over the top of everything. I was quite happy with how this went. Like the getting the transfix off to stop that guy tagging the bat up was a bit annoying. But
yeah, and like I was saying earlier, if you had one more turn of moving these goblins off, they'd be off.
Yeah. Apart from as I said, we did check.
Yeah, I meant like as in before, because he took an extra turn to start moving him away. He tried to fight the Cataphract.
Definitely.
If he just moved.
It'd have been off.
He also just did a bit of that.
Yeah.
To move them off. There might have been a quicker way. Unsure.
Yeah, towards my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
Just missed the water. Straight down.
But yeah. Other than that, I don't think there's anything. I mean, the major thing is the
Dragon Knight.
Pardon?
The Dragon Knight, the loss of the Dragon Knight.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, before you'd done anything.
Yeah. So my things for Alex, if he's watching this, is the deployment stuff.
Yeah.
He's deployed on the side, lets Jamie form an Easterling shield wall, which is exactly what he wants to do. Whereas if you come down the buildings, it allows your wargs and your bats and your extra maneuverability to bounce off and go down different channels and hopefully run away.
Yeah.
Use the cover to hide, that kind of stuff. And it turns your goblin skirmishy ambush in the night force into a goblin skirmishy ambush in the night force rather than a shield wall force, which it is not.
Agreed.
For you, you lobbed your Dragonite and sent him to die.
I was trying to get rid of the bat. Just completely forgot about the transfix. But if the bat had died, the bat was the only thing that got off. So if the bat had died to the Dragon Knight probably then sticks around, kills a lot more.
If it had worked, yeah.
Oh yeah, but if some bats were coconuts, but yeah, it happened. I was quite happy to. Only the bat getting off was all right for me, to be honest, because I was worried when you had bats and wags and numbers. It was like, oh no, did not want to play against this on Recon.
No, this is character development for me. Just by saying, don't take this risk by lobbing a Dragon Knight in.
Yeah,
normally I'd be all for that.
Yeah.
It's a very me thing to do.
I mean, the Dragon Knight wanted to go and fight some stuff and then went, oh, actually.
Well, actually, that stuff's a bit spiky.
It wasn't even that it was a bit spiky. It was just that's a bit spiky. But if I could hit it, I think I'm all right. And then I'm not allowed to hit it. Oh, well, yeah, that's a bit spiky. Then,
it's just a little bit enraged at the moment.
Well, I wasn't even enraged. It was 2 prowlers with spear support and a bat against the Dragon Knight. They just went, cool, you're dead. Fair enough, because at that point both of the prowlers went 2-handed because I couldn't strike them. So
they have to go 2-handed, right?
Yeah. But obviously, like the prowlers were fine going 2-handed because
So the prowlers had +3 to wounds.
Yeah.
So what's the Dragon?
No, +2 because I wasn't trapped.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if they get the other bones because I don't know if they had the. can't remember what I think we had to have an orc and a
No, it's just got to outnumber them.
Yeah. Yeah, so you would have got +2 to win. So you wounded me on 4s.
Yeah, you're piercing striking as well, right? If you need to. So
Yeah, he piercing strike because why not?
little customary dice exchange at the end of the game there. You'd love to see it.
Yeah. I did do that. Unfortunately, we weren't at Atomic Cast dice because I did not have any.
Yeah. So there's a thing in the hobby for ages. It seems to have died out a little bit at the moment, but we'll bring it back. Which was we used to do little dice and like you'd swap shirts in a football game or something.
Yeah. So I've just actually restocked my swappy dice. So I've got some more swappy dice. If you see me at an event, you might get a swappy dice if we play.
Ooh. Nice. I'll sort you out some more. So that game has finished. He's got 1 bat off, so that's 3 points. And
he's got 1 bat off. I have
broken in, so that's 3 points.
Without breaking. Without breaking, yes.
Yeah.
So it's 3-3.
Nice. And you got your secret mission.
I did get my secret mission. He did not get his because we had to clarify with Matt. He misinterpreted the secret mission.
Oh, what was it?
So why he went ham on the Dragon Knight is because he had the secret mission of win every combat, including the hero.
Yeah.
So he had written down the Dragon Knight, thinking that he had to win every fight that included the Dragon Knight.
Yes, but your hero.
But it has to be your hero.
Yeah.
He then didn't get his secret mission because he hadn't done it. Because even though, yes, he had won every fight, including the Dragon Knight, he couldn't write the Dragon Knight down because it wasn't his hero.
Yes.
So, yeah, we did clarify with Matt about, well, I mean, he did do it, but is he allowed to do it that way? And Matt, unfortunately, ruled no.
Yeah.
As it goes.
I had that one with my foreign.
I did it with the Dragon Emperor.
Yeah, understandable. I can't remember who I did it with foreign against, but yeah, he only fought in like 2 fights that game.
There was the game where I did it in. The Dragon Emperor was fighting against. Trying to think what he fought. Whatever he fought had shielded.
Well, this is fun.
It might have been against David Clubley in the last game, but whatever the Dragon Knight fought against had shielded, and I spent a point of might with the Dragon Emperor to win the fight because currently I think I'd rolled a 5 high and he had got a 6. I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna spend a point of might to win the fight. Because why? I'll tell you later. But he was like, all right, fair enough. Won the fight, killed whatever I was fighting. He was like, I don't understand why you want to fight because I shielded, I couldn't hurt you. And then got to the end of the game. He was like, I've done my secret mission. What was it? Win every fight. Okay. It cost me a point of might, but I've done it. I've got my tournament point. But yeah, that was mine and Alex's game. Very, very cagey, very clashy battle line, a little bit of skirmishing on the side here, and ultimately 1 bat did fly off. I did try to catch the bat, but couldn't quite, and it did end in a 3-3 draw. This was on table 3 of the event, even though we were playing on table 1 because they switched us because someone didn't want to be on stream. This would have been table 3. So at this point, going into it, me and Alex were 5 and 6 respectively.
I think the any Games Workshop employees are not allowed to be on stream.
Yeah, so I believe somebody running some bears should have been on table 1, but
it's why some of our Masters footage is missing as well, because some people have asked. It's because we couldn't actually film those tables, and then it started getting messy because there was too many people who weren't allowed to be on stream.
Yes.
So yeah, our next game from Into West is going to be Cavalry, who was here for one of the earlier rounds, round 2, I think. He is playing against David Farmer.
Yep.
On capture and control.
Yeah, capture and control.
It's two regular guys at the top end of the tournament, so it should be a interesting game to pick apart.
2 very good guys.
Yeah, so that should be good. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified when the next one comes up.
Lee's not here, so someone's got to ring the bell for him.
Yeah, thanks for watching,
Yeah, thank you very much, guys.
and we'll see you on the next one.
Indeed, we will.
Let me just find the buttons. Talk for a second.